Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Tomb Raider. This is like the 6th time I'm recording this level. Anyway, this is level 3 of Tomb Raider, the Lost Valley. But as you exit out from that little tunnel that we came from, there's not much of a valley here, is there? We just have this river that, if you can't tell, is flowing this way. So let's go ahead and see where this river goes. So if we come over here, you'll see that there's a kind of a waterfall and just a small little pool with some wolves down at the bottom. Now, before we head down here, I will say you can head upstream because, I mean, that's eventually where we're going to need to go anyway. But if you want just a simple way of taking down an enemy that we're going to be encountering, in this level, upstream is probably where you'd want to go first. So be careful, there's a wolf right around the corner there waiting to jump you. Now, just for some extra kills, we can come down here, because there are 3 wolves here. Yeah, there's just 3 wolves down here. There's no items, nothing, so if you don't want to waste your time, then don't. But anyway, let's go ahead and climb up this rock slide. This, I don't know, what, just collection of rocks. And at the top, we'll find a human skeleton, spooky, with a large med pack. Now, as we see, it looks like there's quite a bit of green down there. So this must be the Lost Valley that the title of the level is. So if you look, I don't know if you can make that out, but that white smudge all the way there at the side of the screen, above Lara's head, is another skeleton. And there's another one behind that bush. I wonder what's leaving these skeletons. Well, let's go ahead and make our way down and be greeted with a blast from the past. A raptor seems to be prowling around. So that's kind of odd. Why is there just a random dinosaur? But if you notice, coming from that cave over there, there's another one. This is probably one of the most out-of-place areas in Tomb Raider. Just the random dinosaurs. If you look at it from, like, a lore standpoint of what we're searching for can do, then it kind of makes sense. But that's getting ahead of myself. Whenever there are dinosaurs around, there's always one dinosaur that everybody falls head over heels for. And, well, I doubt any of these raptors could leave footprints that big. Well, once we approach this broken bridge, maybe we'll see it. Look at that. If it isn't the big bad T-Rex himself. This thing, it's not too threatening. I mean, just don't stand still. Oh, wow, that was close. When it does that lunging bite, that can kill you instantly. And it actually has a pretty horrifying death animation that kind of scarred me as a kid. I was terrified of this thing when I was a little kid, because I saw it just pick up Lara, whip her around like a rag doll, and throw her to the ground. That was a little traumatizing for me. So, with that out of the way, and it actually wasn't too difficult, but like I said, if you want to go upstream first, you do find an item that will help you take care of it a little. Wow, what happened there? But as we go along this cave, find another raptor. Oh, and something about the T-Rex. T-Rex is be careful because it damages you just by touching you. But right here is like a perch that if you're scared of the T-Rex, you can duck in that cave right underneath the bridge, because that's pretty much exactly where it starts to spawn. And you'll come out over here, which is a good place to just sit and shoot. Now, there's a few paths we could take. But first, I want to turn left from here and come over to this cave. Very well hidden cave that a lot of people just kind of pass over. But don't forget that it's down here. Inside this cave is yet another raptor. Okay. With him out of the way, let's follow through. And we come to this very tall room. And what we want to do is we want to climb all the way up here. Because the purpose of this level is to eventually dam the flow of that river up back in the cave. And we do that by finding, if she would jump up, by finding these 3 machine cogs hidden in this valley. Now when I say hidden, I really mean not hidden. They're kind of simple to find. But if you didn't want to take that cave entrance, you can also swim in this water that leads to this waterfall over here. Now with that in mind, immediately out of the water, let's turn left and come over to this corner hole to get a secret. Some shotgun shells. But before we walk away from the waterfall, let's come over to this side and jump up here. Jump up, and it may not look like you can shimmy here, but you can, because if you notice, there's a little crack in the textures. Wall there. Shimmy over, and pull up into the cave above the waterfall for yet another secret. Some more shotgun shells and magnum ammo. Let's go ahead and fall down into the water and then just climb right back out. And now we can delve further into the valley itself. But it won't be too long before we're attacked by 2 raptors again. This time they're coming out of this temple. So just deal with them the same you've dealt with every other enemy in this game. You know, shoot first, ask questions later. These may be the last living dinosaurs on the planet, but you know what? Nah, no one cares. It's the age of the humans now. Before we enter the temple, you want to come over to this kind of solid gray tile right here. You'll notice because that and that both have more blue than gray. Because from there you can climb up here. Now, this jump can be kind of tricky. You have to make sure you're a little ways back so you don't jump and immediately just kind of step onto that slope. But you want to jump over here, and then you want to jump up because we want to get to the top of the temple. I'm not sure if you can see, but there looks like there's some items up there. And sure enough, there are. This is another secret. There are a ton of secrets in this level. Large med pack and ammo for every gun that we're going to be getting. Shotgun, Uzi, and magnums. Ooh, don't fall off. So, to get down, you can very easily take the path that you took to get up here, or you can come over to here. If you notice, there's a slope that just goes all the way down. Just jump to it, and there you are. Now, let's finally proceed into the temple, and we're greeted with a save crystal. So let's go ahead and use that up. And what we want is down there in that water in this direction. Okay. Swim down here to get the second machine cog. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and exit. Don't go too far, because immediately to the right we're going to be finding this cave entrance that leads to the next and final machine cog. The T-Rex could easily be seen as a sort of boss in this game. Just a more difficult than the other enemies type of boss. But, you know, like I showed, and yeah, like I demonstrated, it's not that threatening. As long as you just stay away from it, you'll be fine. Perform a running grab jump over here to get the last machine cog. And now with all three of them, we can leave this place and head back to the cave. And I don't think there's anything else for us, so yeah. Let's go ahead and save goodbye to probably the last T-Rex in existence. It kind of has some very human-like flat, well, not human-like, but herbivore flat teeth. Doesn't look like it's going to be chewing up meat with molars like those. But I guess I'm nitpicking technical limitations. This game has a lot of geometric objects. I mean, look at Lara, for instance. She's very rectangular all over. Alright, so now let's go ahead and just make our way back up. Because now, we are in the final stretch of this level. This is not a very long level. Just be careful on your way upstream, because if you fall in the water, you have to start all over. The current will carry you underwater and off the waterfall. And this jump can mess you up a little bit. Keep in mind there's a little bit of a lip right there. And if you hold the action button while jumping, Lara will extend her hands out and try to grab whatever she's jumping towards. That kind of cancels out any reaction towards hitting a wall. So even if you don't need to grab a ledge, it might be useful just to be careful and grab anyway. If you think you might smack your head on something, or if you think you might like barely clip a corner, it might be useful to grab. Alright, so now we get over here, and yeah, I'm not using that save crystal, we're at the end anyway. Let's go ahead and put all these cogs back in place. And with that done, let's go ahead and pull this lever to witness the fruits of our labor. Look at that, they don't work. Or did they? Just like what we needed, that wooden panel over there blocked the water. So now the waterfall is gone. But before we go check that out, let's find another secret and shimmy over in this direction. Once we get over to the source of the waterfall, you can jump down, just do a side flip to find a large med pack. What we also did when pulling that lever is we also kind of canceled out the current, so now you can swim in this water normally. However, before you swim through, you want to come up here to get exactly what I was telling you guys about, the shotgun. This will help you if you aren't confident enough with your skills to take down that T-Rex. Now, the way ammo works in this game is that when you pick up an item, say pick up some shotgun shells, it'll register that you have one pickup of shotgun shells. However, once you actually get the weapon, you find out that each pickup of that gun's weapons, each pickup of that gun's ammo is calculated differently. And for shotguns, each pickup is 2 shots. So if you notice right here, we have 10 shots. If we get a very close zoom in of our backpack and pick up these shotgun shells, we now have 12. The shotgun also comes with 2 shots in it, so if you haven't picked up any bullets yet, you'll have at least those 2. Now the shotgun is a very useful tool that we are going to be using plenty of in the future. But with that final secret in hand, let's climb out and dive to the bottom of that waterfall pool. You may think that, hey, we dammed the flow, so now the water's gone. Nah, it's just a waterfall. But what we wanted is hidden behind it. That is the end of the Lost Valley, and in the next episode, we will be delving into the Tomb of Qualopec. 5 out of 5 secrets. Yeah, that's a lot. 13 kills, 16 pickups. Thank you guys so much for watching, and in the next episode, we'll be completing the Peru chapter of this game. Possibly seeing if there's anything left for us to do. See you guys then.